When you're coaching your clients and they're like just dealing with heartbreak, what exercises do you recommend for them to become more self-aware?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because I just developed a breakup course that takes you through the stages of grief. And while it's not linear, you can absolutely see where you are in each stage. And it's helpful because, with a breakup, and I see this with a lot of my clients, there's a lot of self judgment, especially if they can't get over what has happened or they get into that bargaining, they get stuck in the bargaining stage. Like, what if I did this, or if I changed this, or if I just didn't say this? It's a lot of inner critic going on there. So, when you look at the stages of grief and you compare them to the breakup and you can see, okay, I'm in the anger stage here. Okay, I started out in denial. Now I'm in anger. I may go back to denial, but okay, now I'm in the bargaining stage. Well, where we really need you to eventually get to is almost like the sad depression stage, because if we don't feel all of those things, if we don't feel the weight of the experience and recognize it does sometimes feel like a death. You've lost not just the person, but the dream of the future of what you potentially had together. So really getting people to be in that stage and understanding what their pain is trying to teach them. And then they can get to the next stage where they've accepted it and now they can do the self-growth work. So then we move on into, let's talk about how to build relationship with self and all the concepts like self-acceptance, self-trust, and all those things. And then when you're strong there, we can move on to, let's talk about how to date again. And let's
Mhm.
talk about what your relationship core values are. Because I think a lot of people don't, they date aimlessly, right? So they've got this checklist, and I want, this degree and this much money, and he's got to do this, that, and the other. It's a superficial checklist, and it never sustains a relationship, right?